We'll be on in just a second. Just give us a couple of minutes. Hey, we're gonna have after today it's the 5-year Dennis Allen campaign. This is over with. No more excuses. No more nothing. I don't see what excuse I can make for the guy. That's what it is. Give us a couple of seconds. I don't know about having a worse. I was reading this thing, EJ, and I don't know about having a worse football team in the league. That to me goes to the Houston Texans. But yeah, I don't think we have the worst football team in the league because today I saw a lot with the referees. Referees didn't give us a break today at all. It was terrible as far as on the defensive side of the ball. It's time for Dennis Allen to go.
Look, Saints fans, look. I was one of the biggest advocates for Dennis. I was defending him, and I'm not afraid to be a man and say, "Hey, I was wrong." Doggone, maybe I was one of those guys that was saying like, "Hey, we should give it a little bit more time." But after seeing what I saw today in today's football game, man, it's time to cut the cord now. And when I mean now, I mean like literally, Mickey Loomis needs to meet Mr. Dennis Allen in the locker room right now and let him know, look, it's over with, and just go ahead and start the process with an interim head coach, and start finding your next guy, because this football team is not playing for Dennis Allen no more. You can obviously see that this football team doesn't want Dennis around. They're not rallying behind this guy. They don't like him. Okay. I really think Dennis Allen really done this to himself. There was plenty of times where he could have saved himself, and not all this is on him. He had, a lot of injuries against him. A lot of players was not healthy this season. Also, during this game, the Saints were shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. Lante Taylor, man, I'm very excited for you moving on in the future, man, but you had a rough game today as far as penalties were concerned. Adebo, another one.
I don't think that was his fault, though. I think the referees was over pen. There were a lot of that stuff was questionable. Now I saw one where he did make a pass interference, but that was one. If you look at the Adebo and you look at some
Adebo
of the
played horrible.
A lot of that stuff was questionable. I don't think he played horrible. I think the referees was giving opportunity after opportunity. Pickens was garbage. Pickens was not beating the Saints, wasn't doing anything other than running the ball up the middle every now and then. But his passing, he was not efficient. He wasn't a guy that I thought was killing the Saints. But killing the Saints was their self as usual. And the self-inflicting wounds that we're doing to ourselves, we can't move the football on offense. The bottom line is that you could talk about and Kendra, you on here, you could talk about Jameis. But Jameis is better than Andy Dalton. We just seen that today. We would have moved the football way better than this if we had Jameis Winston. We just got to be real with ourselves. The bottom line is,
the thing that really frustrates me though is like
that they didn't even go back to him.
You're right. Dennis Allen
looked like an old man. If you didn't see that man sitting in the pocket, the man was he looked old. He couldn't even scramble for a first down. He couldn't even do a quarterback sneak because his body is just that old. The dude just looked terrible. He looks old. Dennis Allen needs to be fired because you paid a quarterback for 2 years. You don't not to go back to him. It's just disgusting.
The thing is like, you were 10-10 at halftime. Momentum was shifting. Like things was going in the right direction towards you for you to win this football game and jump ahead. And when you start to see things start to break down, like as a head coach, you have to start making those changes. And Dennis Allen is, I don't know, just sitting there, just letting it break apart. He letting the football team just sit there and just, do what, the Saints are not used to, which is play bad football. And he did not consider a change at all. That never crossed his mind at all. He continued to, to allow P. Carmichael to call some plays that were very questionable and stuff like that. He didn't try to step in and try to say anything. He didn't talk to anybody on the defense, didn't tell anyone that they done wrong on the defensive side when things were breaking down. It's just, it was too many things to me as a head coach that you're letting just slide. You're sitting there just letting the game go by. You seeing that this is a must-need win. Like your back is against the wall. This is, for not only for the football team and playoff chances, this is for your job. And you're just sitting there and you're not doing anything, man. And it's frustrating as a fan to watch, because I don't think in my lifetime I've seen a team play like this in a long time. And I've seen 7-9 New Orleans Saints football teams look better than this, man. Like it's disgusting to me.
I don't remember the Saints the last time we started the season out 3-7. It's been a very long time. I think since the Jim Haslett era that we was off 3-7. I know we went 3-6 and 3-5 before, but I don't recall us being 3-7. And at this part, this is a Mickey Loomis thing. He has to have some spine, and he has to fire Dennis Allen. This team is not showing the ability to overcome adversity. You've seen that under Sean Payton in the past. You've seen that they were never out of it. Of course, that had a lot to do with Drew Brees. We give a lot of credit to Sean Payton, but that was a lot of credit to having a great quarterback. The Saints got to draft. They have to draft a quarterback. They have to draft a quarterback. The Sean Payton thing is going to be, him. If Sean is not coming back to the Saints, which I don't believe, this is going to be a big. And I know he's not going to come back now because he's not going to have a quarterback. So Sean Payton, whatever draft picks we get from Sean Payton, we're going to have to hit on it. The reason why I wanted a Kenny Pickett at the time, you remember when I was telling you, EJ, back in the day, back last year, is because this is what Pittsburgh doing. They grooming a future quarterback. They grooming him, even though he was a mistake. He did a lot of mistakes. In the long run, he's going to be better for this game because he was able to experience a lot. So I'm just saying that we got to go ahead and get a young guy, throw him in the fire, and we got to start all over. We're going to have to get rid of Tyrann Matthews. We have to get rid of a lot of these people that's picked up. All the guys that we're gonna have to keep is Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas because we can't take the dead cap. We're gonna have to go to a yard sale like Carolina did. We're gonna have to get rid of some people, y'all. So to get under this is start over time. This is start over. Y'all never hear me sound defeated, but this is the most ridiculous thing I've seen in a very long time, and I think it's time for Dennis Allen and his football team to go. I don't see what Tyrann Honey Badger did in this game, but I mean it was terrible. It was embarrassing. He ran right by the guy. He was right there. The guy was in the backfield. He should have made the tackle. It was embarrassing. This football team, the penalties. When you see a penalized football game like this, it's because it's bad football. Okay? We're a bad coach team. 2 defensive coordinators? No. That don't work in the NFL.
Exactly.
That does not work. You don't need that.
And then you have a head coach that wants to be a defensive coordinator / head coach. It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
You got to be either a defensive coordinator or a head coach, man. And it really is telling that Dennis Allen should have just stayed in the role that he was at, man. He was having so much success as the Saints defensive coordinator. He brought this defense as one of the top defenses in the NFL. And now all of a sudden he's become a head coach. Now this defense doesn't even look near the way it's looked the past years. So I blame him and
Sean Payton. I blame Sean Payton when he left the Saints, when he left the organization. I blame Sean Payton for being very stubborn on a lot of things. Look at Pelican fan. That's the way to do it. Go straight to the Pelicans.
How y'all fellas doing today, baby?
Yeah, we doing just fine, Crow. And
Yeah.
one of the things that we have to understand is this: Dennis Allen. There's no more excuses. There's no way in the world we can make an excuse out of this. That I don't think a Saints fan out here can make me feel happy about this team. That's not a Saints fan that can make me. And you know, I'm Mr. Optimistic. I went with them to the end. Keandre, let's see what you're gonna say because you surely don't believe that this guy Andy Dalton is the best situation for the New Orleans Saints.
I never said that. I just said that he generates points and moves the ball forward. But
Now,
at the same time,
he haven't just generated points in a minute.
right, he hasn't. But he generated more points than Jameis did.
Was that
I'll
game
say
film?
that.
Was that game film? Was that game film coming from the backup quarterback position when people not actually watching you? And he done a lot of game managing. He didn't do no real quarterbacking. When now that he's out there and teams have game film on him, and we talked about it, Jameis Winston. Jameis had he did have back injuries. He had a legitimate excuse, to why he was playing awful in the beginning of the season. And why would you believe that this guy is better than Jameis Winston? I can never believe that this guy is better than Jameis Winston.
This is what I said. First of all, I'm going to make this clear so you can stop putting words in my mouth because I never said that. This is what I said. I said it's the same old Jameis that we've been seeing in Tampa Bay. The back injury to me.
Over Andy Dalton.
Listen.
Hang on, let her finish.
The back injury to me was no excuse because you shouldn't have been your tail out there in the first place. So that was no excuse to me. So let Jameis, if he gets out there, and they start him, it's going to be the same Jameis. And you're going to see that back injury had nothing to do with the way that he plays.
Wait.
Go ahead, Larry.
The same Jameis.
Go ahead, Larry.
Don't you know when Jameis was playing the first two games, our offensive line and everything, everybody was not in sync. So you really have to take that into consideration.
Okay.
It wasn't about the injury. Yeah, he was hurt, but Andy Dalton not doing no better job.
I know, but what I'm saying is, I didn't say that he was anything's better because the thing about it, throw the whole quarterback room in the trash.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it right now. So the thing about it, I was saying, you could sit up there and say, oh, the offensive line, we had these injuries, that injuries. The same could be said right now.
That's a fact.
So what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? It's no different.
It the same thing.
She said what the difference is.
Hang on. Pass it to Larry. You've been waiting patiently.
Go ahead, Larry.
I got multiple things to touch on, but you talk about the same old Jameis. I don't know if you follow Andy Dalton's career, but we seeing the same old Andy.
Thank you.
I didn't say, well, yeah, we saying the same old Andy, but the thing is, I'm not talking about Andy. We talking about Jameis. See, y'all so fickle with it, though. Yeah, but y'all, I wasn't finished either. But go ahead.
I'm on a rant right now, but I got the floor. I got the floor. I'm on a rant right now. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead with your rant.
On the two deep balls, when Olave head got slammed in the dirt, when the ball got picked off and he threw it to Kevin White, Jameis would have put that ball out in front of them boys because they had steps on them DBs. That would have been completion, possibly touchdowns. You feel what I'm saying? Now, as far as the coaching go, Dennis Allen, he a tool. He got to get the up. He got to go, bro. Because I'm standing there watching him on the sideline, no emotion. It's like his mind is on. I want to slice the apple pie when I leave here. Should I get ice cream with it? That's where his mind is. His mind wasn't in the game. That dude got to go, bro. Honey Badger. Oh my fucking God. Week after week. How long we gotta look at this before they decide to sit his ass down? He gotta be sat down. I don't care what you're paying him. You're paying Jameis all that money? Sit Honey Badger ass down.
This reminds me of Jarius Byrd. This starting to remind me of Jarius Byrd, one of them contracts that we took. We thought that from what they looked at, let
everybody.
That makes me wonder. Go ahead, Larry.
And one more thing. Why are we not covering the backs out the backfield? For the second straight week, we got raped by backs out the backfield. So I'm looking at the play. I'm like, it's going to the running back. Soon as they hit the running back, nobody within 10 yards of him. You seeing people got to come up and get him. What the fuck are we doing out there? This is a poorly coached team. I said it, and way in the beginning of the season, we had a coaching issue. Everybody was like, I was crazy. I didn't know what I'm talking about. It's come to fruition. I just shut up, and sometimes you got to let a dog show his ass. The dog showing his ass. It ain't pretty. I don't like looking at dog ass. Y'all go ahead.
Keandra, go ahead, Keandra. Go ahead. Go finish.
Thank you. So what I was saying about Andy Dalton, you don't know what Jameis would have done in that game. So you can't sit here and predict, oh, he would have put the ball out in front of the guy. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, James was sitting out there throwing errant balls as well. So, I mean, you can't really say what he would have done in this game.
You can't defend this shit.
That part right there.
I'm not defending nothing. All I'm saying is you sitting up defending a guy that didn't suit up today. Or he was on the sideline today.
He suited up. But see, I know how Jameis wants to play. It's the deep ball of his thing. He gonna put that ball out there.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what
all right, B Slaughter. Just like B Slaughter said, Jameis don't throw 50-50 balls. If it a bad throw for an interception is gonna be overthrown. Thank you. To the sideline, to the cameraman.
We got one. Well, I'd rather go to the sideline of the cameraman before it go to the defender.
Okay, but at the same time, it's on the receiver too, because the ball hit the receiver's hand. That receiver should have caught that ball on the Landry pass and the White pass.
Wait. On the Landry pass, we do have to look at that play. Landry couldn't get his left arm up. He couldn't get his left arm up, so he had to use his right arm only. So the man.
But that was lazy.
That was a bad decision on the throw anyway.
Yeah, he was covered over the top.
If he would have caught the ball, no bad decision. His hands was on the ball. He didn't even try to catch the ball.
It was a fifth. We'll all be drunk. The bottom line is the way that coverage was bracketed on that boy. If you throw that ball in there, that was going to happen regardless.
Okay, but if was a fifth, then if Jameis was on the field, he would have thrown that ball. He would have put the ball up where it needed to be. So you can't be iffing on whatever one side and not iffing on the other.
They got a worse record than Jameis right now. You know what I'm saying? Starting this season, and they got a worse record. We might as well put Jameis back in there.
Okay, and he think of the players. Then what you gonna think?
So we just got to do this.
I know your personal.
We just got to do this.
I know, Keandra. I know your personal thing that you just don't like to do. But at the end of the day, Keandra, he is the. You have to see. You have to see if he didn't learn something from the beginning of the season. You have to see if he can come back and give us a little spark. We cannot. We have to. You almost have to now. You done paid this guy. So you just want to sit a guy that we didn't pay, and if he's healthy, we should need at least see if he didn't learn something. That's all. The only thing I disagree.
I didn't say sit him. The thing about it, y'all talking about sit him. You saying sit him. I never said sit him. Come out of my mouth.
Well, what do you
I
say?
never said that.
Well, what do you say?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm saying our team as a whole sucks. That's what I'm saying. Point blank in the period. Because the thing about it, if you put Jameis out there and the defense still playing like how they playing, we still lose.
What the defense gave up 20 points?
Wait. But this is the thing about the defense.
Do we really think that the defense?
Hang on. Go ahead, Crow.
Go ahead, Crow.
This is the thing about the defense. You have to look at the defense and look at it. You can't keep putting your defense out there. Your defense gets stops. They'll get a stop when they need to get it, and we come back and get a 3 and out. You putting your defense right back on the field when the other team got better field position now. So you asking your defense a lot, and they still hold. They bend but don't break. Look how many times the teams get in the red zone. They don't always put 6 up on us. We have an advantage. The percentage is better for us because we hold them at 3 in the red zone better than them getting in the end zone at 6. So your defense does a lot, but can't them the whole game, and your offense never put nothing up. So what you want the defense to do? It's more about the offense. And overall, I love Jameis over Andy. You might like Andy over Jameis. That's okay. We got our picks and choose. But the real issue is coaching.
Yeah.
None of that, because we could bring in, we could go draft a number 1 quarterback in coming out of college next year, or make a trade and get a quarterback. But what the coaching is doing, that's what's hurting us. Coaching, man. Dennis Allen need to.
I ain't gonna lie
Either
to
you
you,
gon-
bro. If
if
Drew
you gonna be
Brees
a
was
head coach,
quarterbacking this, Pro, I have to disagree with you because if Drew Brees was quarterbacking this football team, because
Well,
he
but look,
is a
look,
coach,
Everett.
No,
because
no,
he is,
no.
Everett, no,
because he
wait,
is
hold
a
on. Let me
coach,
answer
it
Everett.
would be
Let me
better
answer
off
This,
Everett.
or not.
team would
That's
Let me
still
answer
be the
Everett.
same way.
Let me answer. Let me
This
answer
team
Everett.
would be the
Everett, you know
same
what?
way.
Everett, but Drew
That's just
Brees.
y'all
If
opinion.
Drew
My
Brees was
opinion
here,
is Drew
no, wait,
would
hold
have
up,
more wins.
Everett. If Drew Brees was here, you're probably 100% right because Drew Brees had that power
He's
to
a coach.
take over the game. He had Jameis Winston and the Dalton don't have that power to make their own play calls. They can't audible like Drew Brees was and be like, whatever Dennis Allen then would have told him or Sean Payton told him when Drew Brees got out there, if he saw something, he was going to change it right then and there. These guys don't got the ability to do that. They almost had a permission to do the power to do that. So that's the difference with Drew Brees. Drew Brees is on a totally different level. We just talking about what we have right now. And for what you have, you can't use, okay, this my system. No, you can't use what you want to use if you don't have them type of player, that caliber talent on the team. You have to adjust to your talent. Make decisions. Is it, they here, they there. They got used their strengths. Not
Well, Slaughter said that the problem is Dalton doesn't stretch the field.
Bingo.
That's why the Steelers DBs.
I've been saying this, guys.
But look, that's the one thing. But look,
Andy Dalton is a game manager. He's always been a game manager. He's been this way with the Bengals. He never wowed me with the Bengals.
Man, this man played. I think what? How many seasons he played over there at Cincinnati?
About 10.
12 years. 12 years.
He played 12 years, right? This man only won 3 games in them 12 years against Pittsburgh.
Well, that's
what they tell you.
But his career, he has a career winning record, and he also been to the playoffs 4 times. So you can't say just because divisional.
I just don't put my faith.
I'm not defending him, but
you can say that. But look at where he's at right now. He is not with the same team that drafted him. He can make it to the playoffs all he want. Joe Burrow got his job right now. Joe Burrow took over in Cincinnati right now, and actually out of all them seasons that Andy Dalton has taken the Bengals to the playoffs, Joe Burrow in his second season took the Bengals to the Super Bowl. What does that tell you? I mean,
somebody's bringing up last year with somebody brought up Jameis Winston last year. I hope y'all fans stop bringing up last year and his 5-2 record.
That's what y'all been doing.
I'm so don't know. I didn't know y'all. I said that we need to go back to him because Dalton doesn't look well. I didn't say anything about last year. Not me. I'm not. You ain't gonna hear me talk about last year like some of these Saints fans are. I'm gonna talk about what you did this year. And either one of them haven't done anything. But
right. That's my point.
I would go back.
Either one of them.
What I'm saying is, I would go back to him.
Preference. You have your preference. She have her preference.
But see, the thing about it, I don't know who you are. The thing about it is, I don't have a preference with these quarterbacks or whatever because I don't like either one of them. You know what I'm saying? But it's what we had. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody asked me what we take. Yeah. Jimmy, we should have took Jimmy G this year.
Whatever you've been called.
Jimmy G was nothing but a bona winner. He's a winner. I don't care what y'all say about Jeff. He's better than both of these quarterbacks. I don't care what y'all say.
Drone, I would take him this year, not next year. Next year, you need to be.
Next year, we're going to draft.
You better draft somebody. You better draft somebody in next year's draft.
Unless you get unless you pull off a Lamar Jackson deal.
Lamar Jackson don't want to come to New Orleans.
Well, with money talk, he would come if Sean Payton came back, and he would come. He would come.
But see, Sean and Lamar would clash because Lamar is not an accurate passer. That's what Sean and Lamar would clash.
You're right. And the thing is, with the Saints right now, I think our best bet is to draft the quarterback. We're going to get Sean Payton. We got leverage with having Sean Payton. We can get 2 first-round draft picks for Sean Payton, so we can get a nice starting quarterback. Okay, I was looking at in the college game right now, and there's like 4 guys that I could sit there and say,
This
hey,
is a quarterback loaded draft coming up.
This is a quarterback load. It's not like last year.
It's not like last year.
I would take Bryce Young in a minute.
Yeah. I take Hendon Hooker, Bryce Young. You know, I take, you know, CJ Stroud. I take anyone.
Even Levis over there by Kentucky. This dude is Will Levis. They got some real talent out there in the college field right now with quarterbacks, you know. Right there in Tulane, there's Pratt. I know you guys gonna laugh at that, but
they got Anthony Richardson
got a nice little quarterback
in Florida. You know, they got nothing but quarterback talent coming out.
This is a good year. This is a good year for us.
This is actually.
Let's take this L this year, man.
If you were gonna be bad, this would probably be the year to be bad.
The best time, right?
Best time was to be bad.
This would be the best time right now.
Now, somebody brought up about us giving a pick to Philadelphia. Yeah. I still don't believe we're gonna be forward. I still believe we're gonna win some games. I still about 6 games we're gonna win. But we're not gonna give up the 4th pick. I don't think we're gonna be that bad. I don't think the Saints showed me that they were that bad. They lost 20-10 today. You know, I don't think they're the worst football team in the NFL. Do you guys think that?
Saints aren't the worst football team.
We're like the worst coach. We the worst coach team. That's what we are.
Yeah, I don't think we're the worst football team.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like coaching right now, we don't have a good coaching staff right now. That's just what it is. Like, and this coaching staff needs to be really flipped right now. Like, and I'm hoping, I'm praying, because I'm a Saints fan. I'm not no owner. I'm not no GM. I'm not nobody that can make this decision. Mickey Loomis has to make this decision. And I'm hoping in Mickey Loomis's mind, after seeing what has transpired in this season, that he makes a good choice and not going forward with Dennis Allen, because he can easily look at this and say, oh, it's not his fault. We can just go ahead and just go get another quarterback and try again with him.
In his defense,
and I hope he doesn't think that way.
In his defense, let's not. And I know some of you Jameis Winston fans gonna get upset with me when I say this. In Dennis Allen's defense, he never wanted Jameis. He was trying to go after Deshaun Watson. The man did not want to start of the season. That was never who he wanted to play quarterback. So I know that's not. I know you guys ain't gonna like that. But Dennis didn't. Dennis was put in a situation where he had to settle for a guy that he really didn't want. And I know you guys don't want to see it from that aspect. That's like you just have to take somebody just based upon you have to, because the guy you wanted ain't fall to you. They never wanted Jameis Winston, Larry. Sorry.
Hold up. I ain't talking about that, but I'm going to talk about that, though. See, the thing is, that's a testament of his bad decision-making, because if we'd have got Deshaun Watson, we'd still be in the same situation. We still wouldn't have a quarterback.
Hell no.
We didn't have a quarterback, and our salary cap would be blown out the goddamn water.
No, we'd have had a quarterback.
So,
let me tell you something, and it'd have been worth that, because let me tell you something, Crook. You put Deshaun Watson, and you put him on this football team with the weapons we have. You best believe the Saints.
But the thing is, guys, y'all see.
Y'all
bringing up Deshaun Watson right now, but Deshaun Watson is suspended. He's been suspended all season
long. He still wouldn't have a quarterback.
We have one for the future.
But we would have known our future would have been all right, EJ. The part
and that's why I took. But that's why
Cleveland knows.
He still got shit coming out the woodwork.
And Larry,
they can't throw no more at him.
Larry, you're making a great point, because y'all saying that, but we don't know what Deshaun Watson gonna look like. He hasn't played in 2 years.
He still got cases coming out the woodwork. He still got accusations popping up.
The accusation, they can't get nothing from him. They already showed it. The ones who coming in late, all that stuff being dropped.
But what if one of them go criminal? You feel what I'm saying? It's always that possibility.
It's already went criminal. They couldn't charge him.
They couldn't charge him.
But it may be just that one, because the dude got he just got too much baggage. I wouldn't have touched him.
That's way too much baggage.
That's too much baggage.
Think about what we're already going through.
That's not the part of the argument. What I'm saying, EJ, the whole part of the argument, what I was saying is this organization did not think that Dennis was that Jameis was the solution.
I agree with
Otherwise, they wouldn't have dipped off and tried to go after another
I
quarterback. This
think
ain't about Deshaun
we all
Watson.
know that.
It's the truth.
We all know
Barry,
that.
I'm sorry, they don't want this guy. Now I want him back. I want to see him.
I think we all know that. It's just the
I
reason
gotta be
why.
real with y'all.
So the reason why Jameis Winston came back was because he was the last option. Okay, now look, I would have brought Jameis Winston back too if Deshaun Watson would have would have did what he did with the Browns, went to the Browns, and then there's nobody else left on the market. You know, the 49ers wasn't just giving up, Jimmy Garoppolo. You see what just happened in that situation. So all you had left was Jameis Winston out there left in the free agency market. There was nobody else out there for you to get except that you signed Andy Dalton to a backup
I don't
deal.
know if Peyton Turner is a bust. I cannot say he a bust because he playing well. I watched Peyton Turner. Do anybody on this panel think Peyton Turner is a bust? I seen the last game against Lamar Jackson, and he was in the backfield. So I can't sit there and say that Peyton Turner, he may turn out to be a stud, dog. So due to his injuries, if that's what you want to say, yeah, but not his play, I can't sit there and say
I feel the same way about Turner the way I feel about Davenport. I haven't seen nothing from them. I see
Patrick. Just can't stay healthy, man.
I've been waiting so long.
Y'all don't remember when Hendrickson first came. See, this is where I have to get you.
Trey Hendrickson was hurt a lot when he first came.
When he first came to New Orleans, everybody was laughing at me because I said that Trey Hendrickson is going to be like, I even put him on a level as J.J. Watt. Some people thought I was goofy for saying it, but listen what I'm trying to tell you. They laughed at me. And Crow, you was on the phone with me. I told people that this man was going to, but what was the biggest thing, Crow, on the phone? He's not on the field. He's injured.
Yeah, he's not on the field.
There's a thing called patience. Organizations be so quick to get rid of these guys, run them off, and then other organizations take them, just like New England did to one of our linebackers who used to be our defensive end. Sean Payton gave up on dude. Give up on these guys and don't understand.
Matter of fact, one dude played today and made plays against us. Arthur Marlette. They had him strictly on special teams. That boy's a starter.
Man.
But Mark keep bringing about first round. If anybody remember Robert Meacham did not play his first year like all them games in his very first year. He was injured in his first year. It took Robert Meacham into his second year to wind up becoming a decent player. They have many guys who start off slow. So you can't.
Devery Henderson.
Devery
Henderson didn't even see the field.
He was talking about first round picks. So I had to bring up Robert Meacham. There's a lot of first round picks that don't turn out well in the first year, and they catch on in their second, third year. So it's just a matter of organization being patient.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it took Cam Jordan almost 3 years to show up.
Wow.
Took Cam almost 3 years to show up.
Wow. I didn't think about it like that because Will Smith was over him. He was not even on the field. You right about that. Cam Jordan. What about that?
His first 2 years was black. His first 2 years.
University of California.
Yeah, his third year, that when he started showing up.
So I'm not quick to get rid of no guy talking about he's a bust and all this other stuff. Not he
And Cam,
I know one thing though.
Cam was hurt a lot too. His first couple years, he was hurt a lot.
I know one thing though. With Davenport, his contract is up after this year, so I'm not so quick of paying Davenport. Davenport hasn't shown me enough to go ahead and say, hey, let's
Davenport is a disruption.
They're going to pay him, but they're not going to pay him no big old star money. They're going to pay him to keep him.
Davenport, y'all don't see the little things he do. He take on 3 or 4 guys at one time, and he gets Cam Jordan. Cam don't get them sacks if it ain't for Davenport.
And runs don't go around Davenport in either. Davenport seals that end. He seals that end. If a running back thinks he's going around that end, he couldn't smash. That's the difference between Davenport and Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson was strictly a pass rush specialist. He couldn't play the run. We got gas with him on the end with the run. That's why we let him go.
Whoever that is in the background, mute
talk about it with the noise, man. If you're eating chips or something, put your mute on the mic. Somebody.
But man, look, Now we got to really start talking about this for real. Tyrann Mathieu, Jarvis Landry, Cam Jordan, a lot of your big play guys, even, throw Alvin Kamara out there, Michael Thomas.
No, not Alvin.
I'm going to throw these names out there
because Alvin Kamara out there. You got to be realistic. Alvin and Mike contract cannot be, we can't take a day and hit.
I'm throwing these guys out there because I'm saying.
Do it. How you going to do it?
I'm going to throw these guys out there, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say this. Some of these guys got to go. Some of these guys ain't going to stick around next year. So,
I'm going to retire.
The Saints got to make a decision, too, whether they're going to rebuild or they're going to try to go ahead and compete again. And they need to go ahead and make this decision about let's rebuild come next year, next season. This is if you're going to go ahead and draft a quarterback, I would suggest rebuild. No competitive trying to go ahead and compete for a Super Bowl type of thing right now. Let's do what Carolina's trying to do, and let's go ahead and turn this franchise around, especially if you're going to try to go ahead and get a new coach. That's me.
EJ, that don't make no sense. I have seen young quarterbacks come in the lead with a similar to a team built already with the Saints and came in and it was just a quarterback and they turned the shit around. Now, don't say that. You don't have to get rid of your whole core of you set that rookie up to for success.
Hang on. So Cam Jordan, Tyrann Mathieu, and Jarvis Landry is your core?
You just brought up Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas, and we can't get rid of them. That's all I'm saying.
If you can get a good deal out of Alvin Kamara or Michael Thomas, yes, you can. You can move on forward from both of them.
Money, son. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He got.
And I'm saying it wouldn't matter.
The dead money with
I understand that, but I'm saying that dead money wouldn't matter. That wouldn't matter, especially on Alvin Kamara's side, just because of the fact that we're trying to rebuild. It's not like we're going to compete next year. You're trying to draft players.
Did you see what happened with Kansas City? Kansas City drafted Patrick Mahomes. They were mediocre, and they replaced it Alex
Smith.
And one quarterback changed their whole franchise.
That's a fact.
That's what y'all keep thinking.
You can't say that, son.
Hang on. Y'all keep thinking that one.
They didn't give up everybody.
Whoa. Larry. Y'all keep thinking that a quarterback is just going to change up a franchise. One quarterback not just going to just magically bring your franchise back to, okay, we're going to get a Super Bowl.
I mean, quarterbacks, that's what they do.
That's not gonna work like that. Larry, go ahead.
Quarterback changes franchises. Go ahead, Larry.
EJ, I gotta disagree with you a little bit there because if you look at our roster top to bottom, we actually got a pretty talented roster, except for the quarterback positions. We need more linebackers, and we need some help on the back end of the secondary at the safety positions.
Yes.
That's the only three spots that really kill us. But we got talent. We just need a coach that can maximize our talent and use our weapons. We don't have that right now. We need a quarterback. Bottom line, we need a quarterback. We need more linebackers because from what I'm saying out the linebackers outside of DeMario and Pete, that's it. We need more than two linebackers. Them two safeties back there, Marcus Mann and Honey Badger, it ain't working.
I don't get it. Look, I'm gonna say this to T Dirty. And this is not going to be popular to everybody up here. The person who tore it down was Sean Payton.
Okay?
Sean Payton put us in the cap strap. He was a part of that. He influenced Mickey Loomis to put us in cap strap and sign these certain guys and do this. He left out. He knew the situation, y'all. He left out, and he knew that he wasn't going to be able to get a good quarterback. And he walked out so he could walk into a new team in a better situation. It was Sean Payton, y'all. We were 9-8. He saw the writing on the wall. We were losing last year. We didn't make the playoffs last year.
Let's expose Sean Payton for a second. Sean Payton don't develop quarterbacks. That's why he left. He was about to get exposed. Sean Payton do not develop quarterbacks. That's why he left. Drew left. He really rode Drew coattails. Drew left. That was it.
I really believe Drew Brees made Sean Payton. Some people think, yes. Some people think that it's the other way around. No, it's not. That dude got into a good system that he fitted, and he broke the expectations. Sean Payton. Look at the guys. Chase Daniels, Look at all the quarterbacks, McCall, all the guys that he tried to develop. They were not good quarterbacks. They were all backup guys. He had never got a guy to succeed Drew Brees. He never prepared us to succeed Drew Brees. He was trying to get Patrick Mahomes. He didn't get it. He didn't never get. We could have got Lamar Jackson, and now he want to come up there and talk about we both free agents. We can get together now. No, you a
slap
snake.
the shit out of Sean. I slap Sean out of this house.
Sean is a snake, and y'all can go loving Sean Payton, but he has a lot to do with Dennis Allen. Not in this failure of
we were set up to fail. That's what it was. He left us high and dry with whatever we got.
But now I'm gonna tell y'all something about these quarterbacks coming out next year too. A lot of them are not NFL caliber talent because I'm looking at their playing style, and the style that they're playing is not the style that we playing in the NFL.
Oh, four of them are. They got four of them are.
Yep.
And let me tell you something. There's one of them who reminds me of a Drew Brees, where he just got so much of athletic ability, and that's Bryce Young. Bryce Young could be that Drew Brees we needed, that guy who he got a little bit of Hurst in him. He got a little bit of this. The boy he's very accurate with Alabama. He's a damn good quarterback. Bryce Young would be perfect for this system.
But you know what?
I'm gonna tell you else who put it.
Tua looked the same way at Alabama. Look at him now.
Huh?
Tua Tagovailoa look the same way at Alabama.
That is true. That's a true point. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Tua ain't never had no arm strength that Bryce Young.
No?
Tua never had.
I know about that. Tua had no arm at Alabama. Nah, don't do
Tua
that.
has never had the arm strength that Bryce Young has. Oh, y'all listening to what y'all saying? Y'all don't watch game film.
I watch game film. I watch players.
Yeah, I was
players. Tua is not on the level as Bryce Young. Boy, y'all crazy.
See,
I tell you what, Tua got more national championships though. Tua got a better record than Bryce Young.
Well, yes, how long? First of all, come on now. You're talking about two different teams. Tua. Come on now. That's not
Tua. Matter of fact, Tua came in and ran Jalen Hurts out of time.
Yeah, that is true.
Tua is not better than Bryce.
Tua came in and ran Jalen Hurts over there to Oklahoma.
Tua is not Bryce Young, bro. He's not Bryce Young. He's not better than Bryce Young.
The point I'm trying to make is Alabama is a system. None of Alabama quarterbacks do good in the NFL.
Well, Tua is doing decent. He's doing decent.
He's doing decent now.
They're winning.
He's doing decent now.
I mean, I think it would help a lot if you got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle in your
I agree with you on that, but let me tell you something.
Flip it up.
But let me tell you something. LSU was not known for quarterbacks until Burrow came there. Okay? So you get a special guy.
Joe was the only LSU quarterback.
No, he's not. Mettenberg and all them went to the NFL. But
Joe is the only successful LSU quarterback. That's what I was saying. I ain't saying nothing about who made it to the NFL.
Yeah, he's the only successful. He's the only successful.
I wouldn't say that because Joe looking kind of pedestrian this year too.
Oh no, stop it.
Joe looking kind of pedestrian this year.
Joe Burrow in 2 seconds on the streets.
Yeah,
come on, Joe.
Okay.
You done lost your mind.
Joe is a free agent right now.
I was looking pedestrian this year. You're looking pedestrian. We could have beat Joe. If it wasn't for that cornerback, we'd have beat Joe.
But him having a bad year don't mean he a bad quarterback, bro.
He's still a damn good quarterback, though.
No. The whole point what I'm making to you guys is I'm looking at the guys that are available in the draft, and they all are better than what we got. And if anybody don't believe that, then y'all smoking. Then we don't have a solution at all.
I need to see them in a pro style offense.
Well, what you call is running a pro style offense?
Who?
That's what Alabama runs, a pro style offense. They run a pro style offense.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
and he's doing it well. Go look at his stats. Go look at his stats.
Bryce Young runs Bill O'Brien's offense. And Bill O'Brien was the head coach over there for Houston.
Somebody say, yeah, thank you. He has no line. And that's another thing people don't understand. Joe Burrow don't have no line up in Cincinnati.
They never did.
Not because when they drafted him.
He made it to the Super Bowl. And that line got exposed too.
When they drafted him, they wasn't able to fill linemen. So they had to draft him and Chase. They did not instead of them filling a lineman, they went and drafted Jamar Chase. but they have. I mean, I don't blame them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the Saints, like I said, there's a couple of quarterbacks out there. I like Hooker. He bounced back this week. He looks great. The young man is another good quarterback. He has a little age, 23 years old. He has. I like him. I would love to see him in the Saints, offense. Will Levis, another nice quarterback that sits over there in Kentucky.
Will Levis take too many hits. He's not smart. He's like a Taysom Hill to me.
Who you talking about?
Will Levis.
No, Will Levis is a way better passer.
Let me bounce.
Yeah, he's a way better passer.
But she could throw the ball like
he's a way better passer, but he reminds me of Taysom Hill in ways that he just thinks he can bulldoze over everyone and doesn't slide. And look, and you already.
We love Ohio State. Stroud would be the guy.
CJ Stroud,
Ohio State quarterbacks don't translate well to the NFL.
The only problem with CJ Stroud is like you said.
But Larry, what is your solution, dude? No drafting quarterbacks, no this and that. What is your solution?
That's why I said let me bounce some off y'all. But the reason why I say that about them Alabama and them Ohio State quarterbacks is because they playing with top tier talent at them colleges.
Yeah.
They playing with top every year. Alabama got at least 2 or 3 receivers going in the first round. Ohio State got 2 or 3 going in the first round. It's like easy pitch and catch out there. But when they get to the NFL, it levels off, and that's when they get exposed.
All right. Since you want to say that, then we can sit there and say about Florida State, who brought quarterbacks to the NFL.
And a lot of Florida State quarterbacks didn't pan out.
A lot of them didn't, but a lot of them did. And if Charlie Ward would have went, Charlie Ward would have made it. Would have been an outstanding quarterback in the NFL. They Winston would have been a decent if he would have been coached up right. I mean, we could sit here and talk about Notre Dame. We could talk about Joe Montana. That was a school that brought Joe Montana. There's so many quarterbacks that came out from different schools. USC, Tennessee brought Peyton Manning. Okay, so we talk about. You said that's why I told you about Hooker. Hooker would be a nice guy for the Saints. We love Tennessee. We love Tennessee and we love Ohio State. These are guys I would look at.
Let me bounce
to Wyoming.
Let me bounce this off you right quick.
He was trash at Wyoming. I don't even know how he made it to because I watched his whole college career at Wyoming. I was like,
Josh Allen had flashes. That's why.
He had flashes. That's all. He wasn't. Nobody knew he was going to be
his arm talent. His arm talent brought him in.
He was a turnover machine.
Yeah, he did have a lot of turnovers in college, but his arm talent, people saw his arm.
Got in and he was fit in the NFL.
And that helped
him improve. He improved greatly because he had the arm strength, but he was very inaccurate.
Yeah, he had a lot of turnovers.
Now he got the accuracy and the arm strength. So
yeah,
he worked on it. He improved that.
And you got to shout out to the Bills for that too. They coached him up.
Yeah.
The next coach we expect, if we are going to draft a quarterback, we have to get a guy who can coach up a quarterback.
Got to be offensive minded.
Right.
We don't need to go defensive minded this time.
I would love to have another crack,
and it does not work. We need to go.
I would love to have another crack at trying to hire Bieniemy again.
Yeah, I think that would have been a good idea, anyways.
But
in the first place.
Let me bounce this off y'all though. Now we supposed to be if somebody signs Sean Payton or hire him, we get 2 first rounders, right?
Right. Probably even
is that a fact? That's true, y'all.
It's got to be at the least. It has to be two first rounds.
And probably a third. We might get a third round too.
All right. Now check this out. Is any quarterback coming out of college better than that boy backing up Lamar Jackson in Baltimore?
Yeah. Bryce Young. And that's just me.
But not. We don't have a number 1 first round pick, and somebody like the Texans or Denver snatch that boy and he gone.
First of all, the guy that you sitting there talking about, I'm not, because he came in and spur moments, I'm not willing to put my whole thing to go through to see if he's going to be the guy. I don't know. That's an unknown thing right there. Okay?
You know why? They all unknown.
Larry, I would say all are unknown.
Larry,
we didn't did that unknown shit.
He's decent though.
Larry, I would say this because hey, that's a good idea.
That's no different than Brad Bridgewater. That ain't no different
idea, but I'm gonna say why not to do it. Because we already tried this. We already tried this route with Jameis.
Yeah, that 5-game thing. I don't need a 5-game quarterback.
And Teddy Bridgewater. When we try to do little trials, we're not in the market right now to try trials anymore. We got to start to find somebody who we see as a franchise and move forward with him, whether he's good or bad. So we got to be careful. We can't sit there at this moment and just
here come Derek
try to find somebody that's
false
like
news. Here you come, y'all talking about breaking news. That would have been all over my phone if that was
So-
the case.
He just asked out. Period. Sean left the couple
Sean
chat.
He did.
Sean,
He screwed us
Sean left the
over.
couple chat.
man, get over that, man. Get
He left
over
the
Yeah,
couple
he
chat.
screwed us over.
He screwed the Saints over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our L,
Big time.
all of us. And let me tell you something. Michael Pratt is another guy that y'all probably ain't gonna think, he here for Tulane. Go look at the
I
kid
gotta
play,
see him.
man.
I gotta look at some footage on him. I gotta check him out.
He decent. He
Go
decent.
look at the
But
kid play. He don't turn the ball over. And he's a serious accurate quarterback. So go take a look at it.
he's
You know?
decent. He's decent.
But,
But I wouldn't sit there and
If he was a third round pick and we just was,
you draft that kind of dude in the third
In the fourth
round.
round.
if
round
we went Larry way and got Huntley, right? Just say we went and got Huntley. Then I'll draft.
Okay,
Pratt.
yeah, then you
Then
do
I'll
something like
because
that.
if
I
Huntley
would do
does
that
something,
like
I know
that.
the little youngster could come on in to
Yeah,
get some development.
yeah.
I don't know what to say, Saints fans. This is the first time I ever say it's over. And, and sadly, so it's not over. Mathematically, it's not over. If
Yeah,
Jameis
let's be clear.
if Jameis came in, no, I just want to be real. If Jameis came in, say we won next week, because who we play next week?
We play the Rams.
Oh, and they bad, just like us. We got the same record. So just say we play the Rams, we win. And just say Jameis come in and help us win, we win. And let's just say your Buccaneers lose to somebody that we don't even expect, then that's one game again. Okay? So technically it's not over. Now, look, this brother brought up about Ian Book. This is another thing, Larry. We talked about this. You and I talked about this. This is what Sean Payton does. Sean Payton is a poor evaluator of talent. He does not know how to develop a quarterback to save his life. Go to think about Garrett Grayson.
Oh yeah.
Come on now, let's think about Sean Payton, y'all. Y'all want to talk about Dennis Allen, but Dennis Allen was set up to fail. I'm telling you, there was no quarterback. He set up. Dennis Allen did not want to go in the season with that. Mickey promised Dennis he was going to go after a quarterback. He did not want Jameis Winston. Y'all just going to have to deal with that, bro. And
but he's still, I don't know. I don't think he's the one.
If Dennis get fired, if Dennis don't get fired, it's going to be because Mickey going to take it upon himself and say it was my fault. Yeah, I agree. I pressured you to go picking these, Dalton. They should have never went and got Dalton. Dalton was you never put that guy.
You know what? Don't. We can't say that because they did the right thing. They did the right thing to get Andy Dalton because Andy Dalton was supposed to be your backup.
I guess a good backup for 2 or 3
That was your
games.
backup. They
for 2
never
or 3
planned.
games, I guess. Yeah, but
they did not plan for Andy Dalton to play at all this season.
That's true.
They had no idea.
Insurance policy.
Yeah, but Jameis was gonna stank it up. Nobody did. Nobody never knew that he was gonna have them back injuries. Nobody knew that Jameis was gonna end up in his predicament. Jameis, do y'all agree Jameis needs to stop pointing fingers because he might get another shot? He should have shut his mouth. He probably would have been in the game at about halftime if he wouldn't have made that comment to Nick Underhill about. I think that's where the maturity level. That's why I don't need Jameis as my quarterback because he hasn't showed to me that he could be because when you get benched. Well, you're supposed to be the other quarterback's biggest cheerleader.
Hang on
now. Your time come back.
I gotta
disagree with that too because Jameis Winston, if I were you, I would have done the same thing.
Nope. He was promised certain things and he didn't get it. You feel what I'm saying? He got hurt and he lost, and then they just shelved him because he got hurt. Yeah. But he played hurt for them. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel some kind of way too. If we told we're gonna sit you down when you get well, then we come back, we're gonna get your job back. You got Andy out there and we still losing. And why you got me sitting here? So now I'm frustrated. I don't care what you're saying.
At that time they had just won. So that's
but that's a lack of respect. That's a lack of respect for Dennis Allen. That's a lack of respect for that coaching staff. He done lost respect for him. He's not the only player that's losing respect for him. When Kamara had put him on blast a couple of weeks ago, that's where it started at.
Yeah.
Let me
Dennis
tell you,
Allen really he losing that locker room. If he lose that locker room, he got to go.
Ernest Allen. Let me tell Ernest Allen. Adams this. Ernest Adams, you probably just came in on the back end. I've been rooting for the last 2 weeks for Jameis to come back and become the quarterback. Haven't I did that, Larry? I've been on record to put Jameis back in. I'm not happy with none of the quarterbacks. So please, with the I'm serious bullshit. Okay, all these quarterbacks have not helped the Saints this year. None of them are good enough for next year to be our quarterback. None of them. Okay, going forward, I'm cheering for them to go back with Jameis, and so he can prove us all wrong. But at the end of the day, as of right now, none of them are our future. And no. I would give Jameis another shot to finish off the season because there's no,
I think the pressure gonna be on DA this week to make a change. I think it's gonna come all the way from the top to make a change at quarterback. I think it's gonna come from Gail Benson.
Because Gail don't like to lose. Gail is not like Tom.
When she lose money. When that attendance go down, she loses money. She ain't gonna lose.
Look what happened to Stan Van Gundy. Stan Van Gundy was fired in 1 year with the Pelicans.
I'm willing to bet, my clothes right now that Jameis Winston will be starting next week against the Rams. Okay, he will. Jameis Winston will be starting.
But
I don't think he have no choice because look, you could be stubborn all you want. Right now you're 3-7. You could be stubborn all you want. You can say what the hell you want now. The bottom line is you didn't try. We went your way. We went with Andy. He's either gonna be fired or he's either gonna start Jameis Winston. And you watch the Benson come in. Because I seen this happen with Stan Van Gundy. We turn around. Stan came for 1 year with the Pelicans, and they fired him, and I was shocked because he had just replaced Gentry. That was not long replacing Gentry.
Yeah.
So I think the Saints are going. Benson is not like Tom. His wife likes to win, and she loved that. I'm telling you, this is getting poor things for
but this is even more important now because it's the Saints. She did that with the Pelicans. Okay,
right. This is her number one project.
After 1 season with Stan Van Gundy and they went to Willie Green after 1 season. Now what you think Miss Benson gonna do with the Saints?
She might offer Sean Payton more money to come back.
The Saints are your money makers. The Saints win for you. The Saints keep bringing in that New Orleans crowd every single night. Okay, that's your team. So if anything, I know damn well right now Dennis Allen on the hot seat right now. So he's gonna have to start Jameis. It just it's no bargain about it. Okay,
the Vikings come back and win. The Vikings came back and beat Buffalo, y'all.
I was looking at the game.
Now this is the same team we went into London. And Andy Dalton almost beat. Could y'all believe this? 25-28, and they just beat Buffalo, and they are now 8-1. You can't say we a bad football team.
We just badly coached.
We just badly coached football team. And at first I was defending the coach. Y'all know, go pull up all the back. Because I don't like that cop out. You know what I'm saying, Larry? I don't like to just cop out and say, "Oh, it's the coach. It's the coach." Sometimes players got to step up, but this coach is not motivating his team. He's becoming the clapper. He's starting to remind me of Jason Garrett.
Oh.
We don't need no goddamn clapper on this football team. It is time to fire Dennis Allen. And I would rather see that guy.
If y'all need me to help, sign the petition, man, where do I sign? Because we need to start getting ready to sit in this to Miss Benson and get this ready and get it started. I hate to call for somebody.
I'm going with an interim coach right now, and I'm gonna tell you who the interim
coach job. Not after what I've seen, I done seen enough. I've been seeing it, but I just
coach will be that linebacker coach.
Look, and like I said, I've been one of the ones that been trying to,
you been out both, EJ.
I've been trying to talk up for him for the longest time, and it's just I can't say nothing for him no more. Like this is the loss that that breaks the camel's back right here, man. And as I'm one of the young, Saints fans in the generation. I know there's a lot of older Saints fans out there that have seen a lot of L's growing up and watching the Saints in history. But me watching this Saints football team now, I don't like seeing nothing like that.
It should look like the Mike Dicker era.
That was pretty bad.
Y'all haven't even. Y'all know it's bad. Keandre, y'all know it's bad. I hope Humphrey not drunk somewhere, passed out.
I know. Somebody called him.
Somebody called him. For
we
real,
don't even see Humphrey. We don't even see
bad.
Nas. We saw Nas in the chat, but we don't even see. You know to say it's bad when you don't see your loyal people who always
Yeah, it's.
And one more thing. See that Taysom Hill experiment at quarterback is done. They shut that.
Now Trump said let's pull Deuce McAllister as the coach. No, pull Drew Brees. If you want to do it, pull Drew Brees. Drew Brees could be the coach of this football team.
He could.
Taysom put Taysom back at wide receiver, running back and tight end, wherever we using it before. Because just at quarterback with that is done.
I agree. It's
done.
That Taysom Hill gadget, running the option in the backfield type thing. It's done. It's done.
It's been done. That's the thing. They keep doing it over and over again. And sooner or later, some team gonna be like, nah, bro, we ain't having it. So
Baltimore, it was done that we confirmed.
We saw the Colts get rid of Frank Wright. I think it's time for us to go ahead and get rid of Dennis Allen. And guess what?
Frank Wright had a winning record.
And I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Hey,
I pick up Frank Wright. I pick up Frank Wright
as my offensive coordinator.
Well, y'all don't know Frank Wright a good coach. The coaches don't have the
quarterback. He's a quarterback.
Bieniemy, my head coach. I put Bieniemy, my head coach, and Frank Wright, my offensive coordinator. And let's ride.
Now you're talking.
Let's ride.
Oh, you can flip flop them. Either way it go.
Either way you go. Either way you go.
That's instant offense. Look how better the Jacksonville Jaguars are playing, even though they're losing. Since Peterson became the coach, they're actually competing. I know that they don't have enough pieces to be winners yet, but watch Peterson turn that organization around in Jacksonville. Because Super Bowl pedigree, you know what I'm saying? Everybody said I would love Frank Wright. He got screwed. Yes, he did. Frank Wright was a damn good coach. And anybody that want to say that man is not a good coach, you don't know football.
You don't know nothing.
Frank Wright should have never been fired.
I forgot that part.
This is almost bad as the black guy for Miami.
I was just about to say that.
This is almost as bad as that.
I was just about to say that. I wouldn't even mind thinking about him. Going back and trying to look at him too, because
they're gonna blackball him.
He's too hot-headed. I don't want
why they blackball him?
Because
he went against the NFL, sued him.
He exposed him.
Oh yeah.
You sue the NFL, you ain't getting your butt in there.
Once you
Frank Wright would be a good candidate.
It's over with.
What's his name? Brian Flores?
Flores, yeah.
I made Brian Flores my defensive coordinator. He'll be my defensive coordinator because we're gonna have to change defensive coordinators because we're gonna lose Dennis Allen.
Yeah.
And I would
Dennis going wherever
Dennis gonna cry in the car. He ain't gonna coach for a while. Y'all ain't gonna see. He ain't gonna even want to be nobody's defensive coordinator, bro. No. I feel bad for Dennis Allen.
Somebody him as a defensive coordinator, but as far as
the job again.
Well, y'all know Brian Flores on Pittsburgh. He was out there. I guess he was out there today.
Y'all like Jim Caldwell? I don't like Jim
Caldwell. We good.
He's old fashioned. I don't know.
We good on Caldwell. Caldwell is getting up there, man. Look,
after
his trial with the Colts, that was his peak, and that was it. After he outdated.
I want a young guy. I want a young guy like Eric Bieniemy or somebody. Somebody who's gonna show me some creativity. Somebody gonna come up there and show me some vision with the offense.
Matter of fact, your boy might be available after this year for defensive coordinator.
I just said that, Kyle. I just said he won't get another shot.
Now look, Lovey. Now I really feel like though the Texans love Lovey. I really feel like they feel like that.
I would never hire no Lovey Smith
as a defensive coordinator, not no head coach.
Lovey, hell no.
But the Texans feel like he's changing the culture over there. So I don't know if he's gonna be available or not. Yeah.
Expecting losing? Shit.
I don't want Brian Leftwich. I think Brian Leftwich is the product of Tom Brady. I know you guys like to hear this, but that Brian Leftwich is the product of Tom Brady, and I just don't like it.
Leftwich was
Oh, here y'all go. Stop it with that.
Yeah, he had that no risk and no biscuit, and he cars pulled Jameis into all them interceptions. He could have stepped in and told
Hey, B Slaughter, hang on. The fact that you bringing that up, you saying Gail ain't letting no black coach run a team, then why the enemy was in the running? Why was he running in the first
hold on.
Why Brian Flores
let's cut out the race stuff. Let's cut out the race stuff, because let me tell you something. She's the same owner. She's the same owner of the basketball team.
Right.
That does not make any sense.
She's the owner of Willie Green and the Pelicans. So what is she
is
talking
the
about?
same owner. Don't you know that that they got some organizations that never had a black coach, like Utah? I don't even remember Utah Jazz with a black coach.
Exactly.
Ever. So we can't just bring up that and throw that out there like that, brother. That's because at the end of the day, I know Gail love her people and stuff. You know, Gail is not like that, man.
No, she's not.
Gail is not like that. She brought you saying the Rooney Rule. We just brought off the basketball team. The basketball team right down the street.
Exactly.
I don't understand that, brother.
Like y'all sitting there saying,
I refuse to make it about race.
It's still the Rooney Rule, because they were going to hire Dennis Allen anyway, but they had to, just by the Rooney Rule, they had to interview them black coaches.
They had to, but we understand that. But my thing, but Sean Payton was the one. They listened to Sean Payton. Listen, Mickey and them, Sean Payton had to say and told them, look, man, you need to give Dennis that shot. Now, that was Sean Payton who done that, who told Mickey to give the job to him if he step away. If y'all want to blame somebody, blame Sean Payton. Because Sean Payton has never had, go think about this.
Yeah.
Sean Payton has never had a successful
Sean was
assistant
the one
coach.
backing up Dennis Allen.
Go look at Belichick tree. Go look at all the trees in the NFL. Where's Sean Payton tree at? Where's his tree?
He ain't got no tree.
He don't have no tree.
Back on the Saints, Doug Maroney back on the.
Look, Campbell over there in Detroit losing. Campbell was our tight end coach.
Yeah.
Over there, Terry Glenn. Glenn was our Aaron Glenn was our defensive coordinator. I mean, our defensive back coach. Defensive coordinator. Look how terrible they are.
Yeah.
Go look at our where's. I'm telling y'all, Sean Payton is overrated. Y'all gonna realize that, man. We won despite Sean Payton. We should have 4 Super Bowls under Sean Payton.
That's a fact.
4 Super Bowls. If it wasn't for Sean Payton, we would have had a defensive mind coach. We ain't never put. You know how long it took for him to get a Dennis Allen, to get under Drew Brees? They waited till that man was washed up till his arms started declining to get him a defense.
Yeah.
What about the years he was putting up 5,000 yards?
Yeah.
Y'all got to call out Sean.
Yeah.
His tree is not no Bill Parcells.
Years ago, but everybody thought I was tripping.
That dude say his tree is with Bill Parcells. How? Bill, you mean Bill
Parcells' tree, but his little tree ain't dead shit.
His tree is the guys who left him, not Bill Parcells. Well, if we want to say Bill Parcells has a legacy of a tree, yeah, he has Sean Payton. But what has Sean Payton got? What tree he have?
He ain't got no tree, man. I think Dennis Allen should step down and go back to defensive coordinator and find us an offensive mind.
He's not gonna do that.
You don't think so?
He gonna quit.
It's all or nothing.
Peyton tree look like the tree on the Charlie Brown Christmas, the little scraggly ass.
The bad news is we don't have a quarterback. The good news, we don't have a running game. See what I'm talking about? But I disagree with you with the running game. See, you can stack the box when you ain't got a quarterback. It's the running game is not. We have offensive line.
I kind of agree with Kyle on the point that we don't have a running game.
Our offensive line is the issue. You can't get a running game if all your major offensive linemen are hurt. How you gonna have a running game?
Exactly.
The only running back
that don't make no sense.
The only running back we got is Alvin Kamara right now.
Wait. Now, hold up.
Mark Ingram is on the down.
No, see, these are comments like this where I got to correct them. Larry, Dane Jefferson said Sean wasn't losing like this. Sean had 3 7-9 seasons.
He was losing last year. What the talking about? He lost like this last year.
And he was 9-8 last year, and he did not win last year. So why y'all keep talking about Sean like Sean ain't never lost?
Exactly.
Sean had losing seasons with the Saints. 8-8, 7-9. We lost to a 7-9
one last year.
We lost to a 7-9. We lost to a 7-9 football team. A 7-9 football team in the playoffs. Do y'all forget that?
No.
Everybody, the Sean ain't the answer, man. I'm glad he left. That means we could just tear it all up. One of the things they said we should have did was tear the whole system up. We should have went with a new system that another quarterback. None of these quarterbacks. It wasn't fair to Winston. That system to try to build to get Winston to play like Drew Brees. That's not his type of ball.
Yeah, that's Brees.
That was Brees' system. You're supposed to put a system around Jameis Winston that fits him, not fit Drew Brees. Drew Brees is no longer the quarterback.
Right.
We try to put these quarterbacks in a situation like that's Drew Brees, and that ain't that. It is what I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
So what system would he thrive in?
Hold up. He said Sean Payton never lost double-digit games.
Huh?
He didn't.
What are you talking about? Oh, you talking about these 3-7? Because we started off the season 3-6.
But he came close, losing 9 games now.
Yeah,
he came close.
Yeah, he came because we went on a 4-game winning streak.
Is he talking like record-wise, or is he talking about in the game?
I don't know what he's talking about.
He don't know what he's talking about.
Because if we talking about in the game, then hell yeah, there's plenty of times Charlie got beat because of how bad our defense is.
10 lost seasons.
10 lost seasons. Well, we
okay. Well, look, 79 damn near. I mean, look.
we ain't had 10 losses yet. Now we ain't the season ain't over with. We ain't got 10 losses yet.
9-10 tomato. Shit.
I mean, I don't know. 9 is bad.
Exactly, 79. I mean,
but that's supposed to be a great Sean Payton.
You're right. What the hell that mean?
Oh, I'll tell you.
They be coming up with some shit, bro. That's why I be getting at them. Oh, and Janoid Anderson.
You heard that? Ernest said, now I agree with Ernest on this. Saints would thrive in the Tennessee 49er type of offense. Yes, they would. Damn good coaches. Good coaches.
Yeah.
We gotta have a line.
Schemers.
First of all, you need the line for that. You need
See, Ernest, I gotta come back to you and praise your brother on a great take. Go ahead.
With Janoid Anderson, all that hating you doing for Jameis and all that stomping you doing for Andy, I'm coming for you, boy.
Ooh.
I'm let him know. He done started his own.
Yeah, Janoid, you was one of the main ones on Facebook talking about.
He posting everything negative about Jameis and Dalton stinking up the show.
Yep.
He funking it up.
Yep.
That's why I be telling people, just be quiet and watch.
Why Saints fans can't blame Sean Payton for abandoning us? Why can't they sit there and say that he just walked away? He had a 9-18 that he walked away from. He knew he wasn't burnt out. He knew that this team was not going to win next year. Why can't blame Sean?
I'll be honest with you, Dad. Saints fans are going to forever love Sean Payton for the fact that he
won a Super Bowl.
That's just what it's going to be.
But let me tell you why I love Philadelphia, and I got to give them props, even though I hate them. Master Davis, if you're listening, I got to give it to your organization. Your organization fell to the bottom last year. No, the year before. The year before that, y'all was just like us.
Yep.
Y'all were 3-7 at the time. Y'all fell to the bottom. But you know what your organization did? Y'all fired y'all Super Bowl coach.
So did.
Y'all fired y'all. The only dude to win y'all a Super Bowl. Y'all didn't glorify him. Y'all got rid of 2 guys. Y'all got rid of Andy Reid, the all-time winning coach, and you fired the only guy to win a Super Bowl. That's what's wrong with Saints fans. We so comfortable when we still live on the one who got us one.
We feel like
and that's the problem.
We don't own shit. They did what they were supposed to do. Get on up. We don't owe them.
We should have 3 Super Bowls at least under Sean Payton.
You say you got a rag ass plum tree.
Oh man, look. Damn, Red Rifle. Damn. I said this though. I said this. Larry, we were talking about Red Rifle. We said don't do this.
He couldn't even do a quarterback sneak.
Don't do
Red
this.
Rifle could not even do a quarterback sneak, y'all. He didn't move 2 inches.
That's why I set up and I said, go ahead and play Andy. I knew it was gonna happen, but
I said it too. I'm like,
but at the same time,
Red Rifle, put him in there.
got the offense putting the third because
You made play Jameis.
he knew to it. So of course he gonna come in there, he gonna spark it up. But once team caught on to stop the run, make Andy throw.
Yup, that was it.
Make Andy.
And Saints fans thought Andy Dalton was Drew Brees. That's what they thought.
I knew
you
it.
said with Drew Brees.
They thought Andy was Drew Brees because he does a lot like Drew, like the short passes.
He don't do nothing like no Drew.
Even I was getting a little happy with him when he did the little screen game and shit. You know?
He don't do nothing like no Drew now.
At least I can see I was wrong. Some of you fans can't say y'all was wrong.
He did that one little screen in London, and all Saints fans got hyped about Andy Dalton.
Y'all was the one talking about we ain't seen no screenplay.
This is another guy.
We ain't seen no screenplay.
We're gonna talk about another organization that is just nothing but number one organization. They only had 3 coaches in their whole
history.
3 coaches. They didn't just go firing people. They were there, and look what happened. Tomlin now don't have barely none of his players.
He never had a losing season.
He ain't have none of his bad players. No, this year he gonna have a losing season. Even beating the Saints, he gonna have a losing season, y'all.
But he get a pass on this year because he lost his franchise quarterback, so he get a pass. You know, he
ain't winning this year. But all right, let's read some of these comments, y'all. Go ahead, EJ. We're gonna start with you can read this one. We're gonna go with Slaughter, and then we're gonna go with Ernest after this.
Slaughter talking about if the Saints would have went to halftime 3-10. I believe Dennis Allen would have put Winston in the second half to try to give him a spark.
No.
Slaughter. I'm gonna tell you why he wouldn't have, because look, remember what he said in the press conference after the Ravens game. Dennis Allen literally said, nah, we believe that this was just a bad game all around. This wasn't Dennis Allen's fault. This was just a bad game all around for us. This had nothing to do with Andy Dalton. He believes in Andy Dalton. He doesn't believe in Jameis Winston. So he stuck with Andy Dalton, and this is what he get.
Now that's a possible. I'm gonna read this one. Sean can sell 5 years sell 5 years ago after he allowed Breeze to fall on his words at the expense of the team last year. He had to get out of Dodge. That is correct. And we're going to talk about, can we get Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Would this team be a better team with Aaron?
No.
That boy washed up. He
washed up and he got a bad attitude. I don't like it at all.
Y'all crazy. Aaron Rodgers come on right now and say, come on, y'all done lost y'all damn mind.
No, the man arrogant. He don't take accountability for himself. No.
I take his arrogant ass.
Being Green Bay no more. That's what I think. Because he been trying to get out of there. He been trying to do everything in his power.
If he was cut and it was for cheap, I take it.
We don't got the money to pay him.
He can't run like he used to no more.
But he'll come to New Orleans.
That guy right now.
He got weapons in New Orleans.
That's true.
He got weapons in New Orleans. Like I said, the number one problem is we don't got the money to pay Aaron Rodgers.
We might not have to pay him that much.
Well, we all agree that free agency quarterback ain't the route to go. We got to draft a quarterback.
Yeah, we got to draft. Look,
wait, y'all.
Guys, I know it's enticing. I know it's enticing to go into another free agency quarterback. We got to go draft.
Who?
We got to go draft.
Oh, the Chinese food.
We got a lot of things to do. This is, you know what? I'm not even mad, y'all. I'm just gonna take my ass whipping and just call it a day Ain't no need for us to be stressing out every week. Like I said, Hump
You know
probably.
it's crazy.
I'm gonna have to call Hump because I don't.
Yeah, somebody really got to call Hump because Hump really he's going through it right now. And I saw Nas appear for a moment, but Nas gone too. I mean, damn. We
don't have interception. Let's talk about Alontae Taylor. We love you, Rook, but you can't catch worth of shit. You know, the ball was in your hand. You could have changed the whole game.
Well,
you could have walked in the end zone.
He had a penalty.
After that, though. He had a penalty. He was holding. He was holding.
But there was another one. He had another opportunity. That wasn't the only one. Pickett was trying to give us the ball.
Kyle Brister. We keep trying to explain this to you that we have Sean Payton and that we will be trading Sean Payton in the offseason to gain draft picks.
Yeah, we got Kyle Brisker. We keep telling people that we have lost. The Saints probably would not have traded to go get Chris Olave if they didn't know that they was going to get a future number 1 pick for Sean Payton.
Exactly.
The Saints organization knew that they had to go get the wide receiver that they need, and if it turned out to be a bad season, it wouldn't be so bad. We can get the quarterback the next year. So they did the right thing. They did. It don't look good right now, but y'all gonna feel so good when we get
it'll pay off.
Yeah,
when we get the draft picks, and y'all see why we're gonna be set up. Right now, Philadelphia Eagles are gonna get a nice pick from us. But we don't act like that was a bust. We don't even know the player that Philly may draft.
Exactly.
Don't mean he's gonna come out being good neither.
That's true.
Because Chris Olave is a good player.
Yes, very good.
You know what's crazy about that though? Like, I really feel like it's gonna put the Eagles in an interesting position because Jalen Hurts is playing very well this season, and this is gonna be a quarterback heavy draft. And they wind up passing. Let's just say they pass up on a quarterback. They don't get just based off of what they've been doing this season. They don't get a quarterback. What if Jalen Hurts plays bad from here on out the next couple of seasons? They could be kicking themselves in the foot for not taking a quarterback with our draft pick.
Yeah, because like I said, it's just 1 year, and they playing bad football teams in Philadelphia. No knock to you, Philadelphia, but y'all ain't playing nobody. Watch when y'all start playing Minnesota. Y'all start playing when it start getting hard around playoff time. Y'all gonna see the difference. I don't think Philly is good. I think Dallas is gonna win that division. Not win the division, knock them out. I think Dallas is better than them. And I'm going to tell you why I think Dallas is better. Because Paulson. When you got Paulson out there, and that's a game changer. That's a kid that's playing for LSU that we talking about right now, number 40. That's the kind of player that if I didn't get a quarterback and I would have got Huntley like you want, Larry, I would go after that kid from LSU.
I don't really want him, but it was just something to bounce off.
Yeah, but I mean.
Well, Huntley, the one that they just cut?
No.
Oh.
No. We talking about Huntley off the Ravens.
The backup.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But the only problem is with him is we don't have too much game tape on him, and he's good in 5 games like Teddy Bridgewater. See, see some of these Saints fans, they love 5 games. I told them that shit with Teddy Bridgewater. 5, they 5-0. Soon as Teddy ass went on over went his ass over to the Panthers, he looked shitty. Went on over to the Broncos, he looked shitty. Got traded over there to Miami Dolphins as a backup quarterback, just what he is, Teddy Shitwater. Same thing y'all trying to do. Y'all deal with Jameis. Jameis didn't even play a whole year. He was 5-2. He was being policed by Sean Payton. Sean Payton didn't let him do no risk and no biscuit. I knew it was a problem. I knew that the offense didn't fit Jameis. And Sean Payton left the Saints because he realized in the long run, that's not the guy that fits me.
You signed him. You got to deal with that.
Get exposed. That's why he left. So right now, his market is high.
Right.
His market is high because people don't know that about him. They haven't realized that about him.
Yeah.
He is outdated. He's not like Sean McVay. He don't have creativity. If you look at it, you don't never see the Saints in motion. You remember when he first came to the Saints? They were doing all kinds of good secret motions and stuff that they were doing, and the Saints wide receivers were just getting open all through the field. That everybody has copied the Saints offense for years. So now it's boring. People know what they're doing. Most of the NFL teams are playing the Saints offense right now.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, Sean offense was predicated on personnel. He had the big possession receiver, Marcus Colston. You had the speedster, Jeff Henderson. You had the big possession / speedster, Robert Meacham.
And you ain't never seen Sean Larry go out and go get no Landry or somebody like that or nobody. Sean had a chance to get Odell Beckham. Sean is the reason why a lot of them stars that come to Saints because
He come from LSU.
Because it's
from LSU.
You don't like no LSU player. We got to get guys, man. I'm telling you, Sean Payton. Y'all gonna say I'm the biggest Sean Payton hater. I used to love Sean Payton, but then I started realizing what he did to Dalvin Breaux. The messed up shit he did to Dalvin Breaux with his injury, Keenan Lewis with his injury. Sean Payton is a bitch. Sean Payton is a bitch. Y'all gonna learn that.
I've been knew that. I've been saying that for years.
Undrafted guy, he'll go pick up an undrafted guy like Willie Snead.
Well, that was my thing with Sean towards the end last year. It was like he would rather go ahead and pick up guys, no-name guys, rather than try to chase after.
I discovered him.
Right.
The worst mistake he made was trading Jimmy Graham. That was the worst mistake he made.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you do that when they hot? Him and Drew. Drew is at a stage that they would have set a record way better than Grunk and Brady.
Let me tell you what happened.
Shattered all their records.
Jimmy got tired of getting hung out the drive by Drew because Drew arm was declining then.
Yeah.
Jimmy got tired of getting hung out. If you go back and look at them tapes from Jimmy last season, he was taking some devastating shots going after that ball that Drew was throwing.
Yeah.
And Jimmy complained about it. Kenny Stills complained about it. And what happened? They traded him.
That's crazy. You get rid
Kenny to Miami.
Kenny Stills when he on this high end.
Right. That was questionable. That was crazy.
Back when he gone.
Because of Sean Ego. But that's why I said Drew should have been gone. He should have been gone. 4 years before he left, he should have been gone.
Then you're gonna bring him back. Then you're gonna bring him back when he
not nearly as the guy he was, man. Like, whew.
He was old by then. Shit, he was gone, what, 4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
And we drafted him. What he was, a first-round pick? Kenny Stills.
Yeah.
First round pick.
University of Oklahoma.
First-round pick, putting up points, making plays. Brandon Cook, same thing.
Why would you let Brandon Cooks get out of here easy like that?
Him, Michael Thomas together would have been crucial. They just would have had to learn how to play together.
Yeah. And Brandon Cooks was crying about playing time, about targets.
The reason why Brandon Cooks was
he was the man at first.
He was demanding, to be wide receiver one, and understandably, Michael Thomas was coming in taking some.
He was wide receiver one.
But
he was wide receiver one.
He was.
And then Michael Thomas came in and was taking his targets.
Yeah.
That's why I said he just would have had to learn to play together.
Right.
I would have made them play together. I would have made them play together.
I'd have told him shut the fuck up and play ball.
Right.
We gotta take the good, y'all, for these players. We got some good players that we're gonna take back and bring back. Let's not lose all our good players. We're gonna keep our core. We need to keep our core.
Right.
And see, Lattimore's been out too, y'all. So there's a lot of things. I'm not trying to make excuses, but the Saints been out a lot of great players, and that has a lot to do with the defense giving up a lot of plays too. So, like I said, I don't know. Maybe that might save Dennis Allen ass is the fact that
the injuries,
because that's going to be his biggest thing when he goes sit at the table. Is look. I didn't have a healthy quarterback. I didn't have no healthy. I'm telling you what he's gonna say.
If I was the GM, I would have looked at him stupid and been like, "Get out my office."
That can't even save his ass because the depth that he has behind those starters, he put them on that team.
That's true.
You're supposed to be next man up. You're supposed to have guys that can fill in, and you don't have that. And really, I'm looking at this honey badger. I look like a good move at first. But that looked like the worst move ever.
I would have did anything to talk Malcolm Jenkins to stay on the team for one more year. Look,
Jenkins was done.
Jenkins at least keep Williams on the team.
Jenkins lost 10 steps. I would have paid Williams. Williams would have got paid that money you done paid to Marcus May and Honey Badger.
Right.
You could have paid that to Williams.
Paid to Williams.
And it's Williams and the one for the Bengals that I would have kept.
Von Bell.
That was two guys that I can understand them letting Gardner Johnson go because first of all, Gardner the Philly ain't even gave Gardner Johnson a contract yet. They just gonna use him up until the end of the season.
And somebody gonna give him big money based on
give him that money. They just trying
somebody
to
gonna give him big money.
Yeah, they
somebody gonna give him that.
The Saints couldn't afford it, bro. The Saints couldn't afford no Jordan Johnson. They just couldn't.
And really, Alante Taylor playing way better than Gardner Johnson.
Yeah,
that's why I don't see why people still hollering for him. He was the swag on our defense
right now. He don't have the interceptions. That's probably why, because he's a rookie. Now you gotta remember he's doing this.
You know what I hate though going on?
Yes, Kevin White is terrible.
I hate
No, that wasn't Kevin White's fault, bro. I don't know why y'all getting on Kevin White. Kevin White been playing some good ball.
No one Kevin White fault.
That ball was behind Kevin White. You throw that ball in front of Kevin White. If Butterfingers catch that ball, Kevin White gone.
Yeah,
you're right.
That was on Andy Dalton, bro.
Y'all, Kevin White has played much better. Y'all, everybody be hard on Kevin White. Kevin White
been balling. Kevin White. On special teams, as that gunner, he been balling because they ain't been returning no balls because he getting on that field fast. They're not paying it. See, they don't watch what I watch. I watch everything. I watch everybody. Kevin White been playing some good football.
Yeah,
He's been blocking on the running plays and everything. Kevin White,
Kevin White at all.
They didn't put Caesar at center. Y'all know the season,
right? I don't understand that.
Yeah, you know what?
I saw that at the beginning.
Why didn't they do that?
That's retarded.
Why are you gonna put Andrews right there at center?
Coaching.
That's
I keep telling y'all, coaching. We got retarded, incompetent ass coaching.
That's
but now y'all getting on Kevin White. Don't get on Kevin White. Get on number 10. Where number 10 been at?
That's why I don't understand why Kevin White in the lineup. Where is number 10? That's a good question.
Where the hell is Tre'Quan? Bring his ass back on here. Where is Tre'Quan? Don't talk about Kevin White.
Don't talk about Kevin White.
Where was Tre'Quan today?
Where was Tre'Quan?
I don't know. Was he on the injury list?
He was on the sideline drinking hot chocolate, talking about it's cold out there. The boy from Florida.
Maybe he been benched. Maybe Kevin White outplayed him and he been benched. Maybe he been benched.
Tre'Quan gotta be cut, bro.
Hey, bro.
Cut that cord.
You gotta cut it now.
Shout out to Chris McCann. Go LSU, baby.
Matter of fact, it's time to cut Tre'Quan, bring Kirk and Merritt up, and let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Him, Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave, Jarvis Landry,
I'm not impressed by Jarvis Landry. I'll just say that right now.
Jarvis was just getting his legs back today.
Yeah,
he was.
He was just returning.
But at the same time, the quarterback play.
I mean, you don't catch with your legs. I mean, I'm just saying.
But your feet, for a wide receiver, the ankles are crucial.
I understand that. I get that. But at the same time, the ball ain't thrown at your ankles; it's thrown at your hands.
But Jarvis Landry was catching. He made his catches.
I want to make y'all feel good about this.
Other than that one ball Andy Dalton threw to him that he shouldn't have threw to him.
Callaway got benched too. But listen, I want one thing I'm gonna sit there and tell y'all. Well, he didn't play this game or he was hurt. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all this, I can sit there and say is LSU Tigers. All them fans that jumped on Jaden Daniels in the beginning of the season, all the racist comments, all the bad things they said about poor Jaden. Now y'all going to the West. Y'all going to the championship, the SEC championship. Suck it. Go LSU. I hate when y'all do that to that young man because he ain't Joe Burrow. How many guys gonna come in there and beat Joe Burrow? And he's actually done well in his first season.
Then Joe Burrow did in his first.
And he better than Joe Burrow in his first season.
Yeah.
Winning wise. So y'all
even more than Jaden Daniels, man. You got to give credit to Brian Kelly, man. Everybody talking about he wasn't a culture fit, and talking about how they laughed at this man and thought he was just gonna do a horrible job at LSU, and he's got the team. I mean, and they started out bad. They started out 0-1 on the season against Florida State, and he's gotten his team, battled them all the way back to win the SEC.
I think without his athletic ability, I don't think we win some of them games. His way of scrambling, he got us out of a lot of chaos by him just using his legs.
And he passed first.
And the offensive line was
first
terrible.
quarterback.
Yeah, the offensive line was terrible in the beginning of the season. So you got to look at it like this. Brian Kelly, I knew Brian Kelly just needed to be with a college team that had elite athletes like Alabama. See, he coached Notre Dame. He was never going to get them kind of athletes there.
Right.
So Brian Kelly about to show the world. I'm telling you, the next couple of years is going to be all about Brian Kelly.
Man.
And Tulane lost, y'all, man. That was a hard fought loss. Poor Tulane, man. That was some crucial penalties against Tulane Green Wave. But I'm still down with the Green Wave. They're 8-2. I'm still down with the team right down in uptown New Orleans. Shout out to them. So continue supporting the Green Wave. Go ahead, EJ.
Man, look, I said this before the game started, though. I know a lot of everybody was getting excited with the division and everything, and was, everybody was playing bad, in the division. But you got to worry about you. You have to take care of your own business at the end of the day. And the Saints just not take care of their own business right now. They just cannot, do the things that they're supposed to do right now. So now we here. We are 3-7 football team. Now going forward from 3-7, look, they're gonna throw Jameis out there and everything. And I'm sure a lot of Saints fans, if Jameis doesn't play well during those times and doesn't play well doing all of that, I'm sure they're gonna go ahead and get mad at him and everything and get on him about his play and everything. Look, it's like what Larry said, and Larry, you got credit on this one, man, because like you said, it was coaching. It was coaching at the beginning of this season. You can tell that Dennis Allen was just not ready. He's just not ready for this job, man. He's just not ready to go ahead and take command of this football team. He has no excuses, okay? He can go ahead and come up with the excuse talking about, oh, look, guys, Mickey, give me another chance because, hey, we had a lot of injuries this season. No, can't do that, man. You had a lot of players and and everything that you needed to be successful this season, man.
Shout out to Bryans. Well, look, they keep saying we haven't played this terrible since 2005. That ain't true. We went on a streak and turned the season around, but we were on losing streaks like this before. We went on a 4-game losing streak. Okay, 5-game losing streak with the Saints, and Sean Payton just figured out and turned it around. They went on a winning streak. So I know you guys are frustrated, but I don't know. I don't know if the organization gonna fire him in one season. I never seen the Saints organization fire a head coach.
I'm hoping. We in the new generation. We in a new generation as Saints.
I want it to happen, but I
want to see change. I want to see change, man. I want to see.
Baby.
By time we get late into the week, I want to see Mickey Loomis say,
"Come on,
this was time for us to make a change."
I want to get rid of the whole Sean Payton staff, and start all over with somebody new. Oh, look at Kitty Cat.
Say
Isn't
hi.
that the one that your mama used to have?
Huh?
Isn't that the one your mama used to have?
No, this is my cat.
Your mama used to take a picture with a cat.
Huh?
Mom used to have a picture of a cat on the screen.
Yeah, that's her. That's her. But this is my cat though. This her. It's the same cat.
Okay. It looked like what we had, EJ, the gray one. Smokey. Oh, you look like Smokey, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you this, y'all. It's tough, y'all. This is a tough Sunday. I would be getting drunk on a Sunday, but I'm sick, so I ain't getting drunk. No,
you gotta take that medicine.
Yeah, I'm taking medicine.
I hope you feel better, brother.
Yeah, there's something in the air. It just popped up on me last night. And
Let me tell y'all something, bro. The Saints, the Saints coaching staff right now, I look at it like vegan meatloaf. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because they kept all the pieces except for the main piece. Sean Payton. That's Sean Payton's staff. That staff only gonna respond to Sean Payton. You
Yeah,
put Dennis
Yeah.
Allen there. You took the meat out the meatloaf.
Yeah.
That's true.
So now
it wasn't
fair.
fair. It wasn't fair for Dennis Allen all along.
That staff not gonna work without Sean Payton because only Sean Payton can make that staff work.
So what they need to do is go ahead on and pull the plug and start all over.
Overhaul.
Think about it. Think about this, Mickey. Mickey, you was the guy that knew, you know the formula of greatness. You remember what you did, Mickey? You went out there, not only got rid of the quarterback, Drew Aaron Brooks, you got rid of the head coach, Jim Hasley, and guess what you did? You went and got a head coach, and guess what? The head coach brought in a quarterback. So we gonna have to do it. We might have to do it that way again. Okay, go get somebody that we never thought, somebody who playing right there, who good and being disrespected right there in the NFL. And we like Derek Carr. I really believe a Derek Carr would work. Y'all might think I'm crazy.
I'm gonna tell you who we're gonna end up with.
Derek Carr.
Nope. Denver gonna end up cutting Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson gonna come right down here.
Nah, they won.
You think so? After all that money?
They paid too much.
That's a lot of money.
And they wanted it.
They're gonna take that lick. They're gonna take that lick on him. They're gonna take that lick. They're gonna pull around there and release Russ. Russ coming down.
I was one of the ones that was like, man, let's go get Russ and everything, and to see how everything turned out.
But you know what? He's a competent quarterback, and with the talent level that the Saints got, he will make it down here.
Oh yeah,
he would make it because
as long as they let him play his style of ball.
With the ball. Russ don't make dumb decisions with the ball.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as they let him play his style of ball, he'll be all right. But trying to keep him in a box.
His style of ball is our ball.
Even if we got Russell Wilson, we still got to draft a quarterback. Yeah. Still got to go get your
That's true. Somebody for the future.
One, but somebody can sit under him and learn.
Yeah.
Anything other than draft is no. We have to draft.
We have to draft now.
That's a fact.
It's no more putting that off.
I wouldn't even mind Teddy Bridgewater holding it down until the rookie is ready.
Kyle Bristow, I don't smoke.
Huh?
I don't do no kind of drugs, dude.
We better sit.
I make too much money to mess with drugs, dog.
Hey, let's not bring up Teddy no more. Teddy go, bro. Leave Teddy where he at. He back at home in Miami.
He at home. Let Teddy
come back because I got my Teddy Bridgewater jersey in the closet. You can come back.
I ain't talking about. I'm just talking about for a temporary hold on until the rookie is ready.
Hey,
what do you mean? Welcome to New Orleans.
Let me tell y'all this though, man. Look, y'all.
Watch what I tell you.
Y'all need to calm down trying to push out Honey.
I don't want no Russell Wilson.
I don't want to have to go ahead and get rid of my jersey, bro. It's a nice jersey over there, bro. Oh my goodness, man.
Well, right now, Saints fans want them out. I know all over Twitter. I know all over everywhere. They're cutting up right now. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see if the organization gonna listen. The Saints don't have a history of firing coaches during the season. I have never seen this happen. So, they do because Jim Mora was fired right after the coulda, woulda, shoulda. He got fired and
Jim quit. Jim quit in the middle of the season.
Yeah, he quit after the.
Jim Mora was fired. He was fired after. Go pull it.
Jim Mora quit.
Jim Mora
he got fired. He was fired after the coulda, woulda, shoulda. Against the Carolina Panthers.
He got the hell out of here.
And Rick Venturi came and became the head coach, interim coach. He was fired. What you call him went away from him. That dude was fired.
Would quit.
Jim Mora walked the hell up out of the door. He said, "Fuck it, I'm tired." Jim got up out of here. Mike Dicker got fired, and Jim Haslett got fired.
Hey, Mookie, don't do no
Cooper Rush and Jimmy G. Lord,
man, go ahead.
You might as well get Teddy Bridgewater.
You might as well come sign my fat retired ass.
That don't make
hey man, let me get out there, bro. Let me go ahead and drop that a couple of times, bro. Because if you gonna put Cooper Rush or Jimmy G out there, bro, it ain't no way.
And Cooper Rush played the definition of managing the game. They ran the football. He didn't throw no real major passes. He just protected the football, and that's something we thought Andy was gonna do, but Shit, you
Two,
get
two interceptions today. I don't see him talking about his interceptions like they talk about Jameis interception.
Yeah, they quiet.
Who's
They
that?
quiet,
They
man.
quiet. They quiet as a mouse.
Who's
They
that?
quiet. They don't say
I talked
nothing
about
about the red rifle. They don't
He
get
done
mad
threw
at
more.
the
He
red
done threw
rifle.
more than Jameis this year. Shit.
They
Who-
sure don't get mad at the red rifle like that.
Well, he had more games than the James too.
Now,
Well,
Jameis,
that.
It
now,
don't.
if
It,
Jameis go ahead
it
and
don't
do that
matter.
same
If the shoe would have
performance,
been on the other foot, they'll be wearing
I'm
Jameis out.
telling you, if that was
They
the
wore him
same
out. They
performance,
couldn't wait for him.
Your boy, James. You know,
Huh?
talking about James criticizing you. Ain't up here talking bad about no Andy Dalton like you do.
Yo,
James.
ain't let me talk. Yo, every time I started talking, you
Well, we gonna
always
be quiet.
started jumping in.
She over there sitting over there thinking about getting her nail.
I mute this mic.
No, I'm not.
I mute my.
Huh?
I muted my mic and I muted his mic. Go ahead.
I mean, I saw the same stuff that y'all saw. I saw him being slow. I saw him, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can't pick up a first down with the quarterback sneak. What was you thinking? You know, I would have rather them had put Taysom Hill there to pick up the first down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I figured that, you know, he was not a permanent solution. I knew that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not slow to that situation. The thing is that I, like I've said, and I continue to say and will continue to say, that I don't like none of them. You hear me? None of them. So I don't know. I'm kind of like throwing my hands up at this point.
I'm gonna make sense.
And as I've been saying weeks ago, I've been saying weeks ago, I'm ready for the draft. Point blank in the
I'm
period.
gonna make Sans fans mad. Maybe we should let Taysom Hill start again. 7-2.
Here we go with this now. Here we go with this now.
He's
Stop
7-2.
it.
He's 7-2 at quarterback. He's
No,
He's 7-2 as a quarterback. He's undefeated. He's undefeated against the Atlanta Falcons. He's 2-0 against the Atlanta
We
Falcons.
already seen that story.
I'm just saying
how that story goes.
We knows how the story goes.
He's gonna get our wide receivers killed.
Is it true that he's 7-2?
Yeah.
That was last year though.
In the NFL.
You know what? Dad, you want to use that logic, that record logic, but you use that same logic with Andy Dalton.
Exactly.
And where did that lead you? Where did that lead you? Right here talking about Taysom Hill now.
No, because see, the thing about it is, y'all pretty much agree saying that none of the quarterbacks are good enough because we keep doing this carousel over and over again.
Right,
we keep doing the double dutch. We keep saying Jameis, not Andy, not Taysom, not Jameis, not you know what I'm saying? That just means that we don't have a quarterback. Point blank in the period.
One didn't get a shot. That's all I'm saying.
Huh?
Taysom the only one didn't get a shot.
Man, stop, man. Stop.
You been getting shots. Hang on now. You been running them little gadget plays. Been throwing them little
one pass, 2 passes a game. And then y'all think that he's gonna be successful.
And them passes be bad.
That's a lot more than what James getting right now. James on the bench.
But let me tell y'all how fickle Saints fans are. Taysom threw the same kind of pass to Kamara that Andy threw to your boy last weekend. Same type of pass, but they saying they should first they saying Callaway should have caught the ball. Now they saying the ball too far for Kamara.
Right.
It's the same type of pass. That's how fickle they is, and that's why I be looking at them like, "Are you serious?"
Well, I haven't seen Jameis complete a short pass out the backfield to Alvin Kamara ever.
Because they don't run the place.
But they all got they all got their downs. They all got they stuff to them. You know what I'm saying? Every single last one of them inconsistent. That includes Andy. Andy is inconsistent. James is inconsistent. Taysom is inconsistent because if Taysom got out there, we would be back to the turnover Taysom days. Don't let that one game fool y'all when he had about 8 touchdowns.
Don't do
you
that.
know what I'm saying?
Don't be sitting there talking about, man, y'all remember the Seahawks game? He went
more excited.
Yeah, let Taysom should be the.
It would be more exciting. It would be listen. It would be more exciting. It would be more exciting than boring ass Andy Dalton.
That's true. I mean, I would like to see some exciting Saints football on Sundays.
I'd rather see Taysom running around doing Michael Vick shit than seeing Andy Dalton. Can't make a damn 4th and 1. I mean 3rd and 1 for a first down.
That's true.
James would have made that because James is a big boy. He'd have moved that pound.
Oh man, listen,
6'4", 231.
A bigger body don't mean nothing though.
6'4", 230. Matter of fact, Taysom would have got. I thought they was gonna put Taysom in the game.
That's what I was saying. Like they should have put Taysom in the game. Why didn't they?
And they didn't even put him in there.
Coaching.
Bro. That's a damn shame.
Coaching.
Yeah.
Bad
well,
coaching.
there you have it.
You know what they thought though? They thought, oh, let's go ahead and fool them real quick. Let's put Andy in there with the little sneak. And they would never think we would do that with Andy. Shot him right in the damn foot. Right in the damn foot.
And they got bruised all up in here. They beat Andy all up in the face.
They sure did. Looking crazy on the sideline. Now your face red, your hair red, everything red.
At the screen, I'm just looking stupid. I'm like, are you serious? This is what our season has come to. This is what our season has come to.
Now everything red.
Andy don't know.
We red, our eyes red. They're just all bad. Bad. The score red.
I was just waiting on his nose to start bleeding. I was waiting on the bloody nose. Me.
It was next. If we had more time, that was next. That was next. So I don't know. It's just overall disappointing. That's why I say, I really can't, because him too, everybody, the whole team is like nobody's tackling, nobody's, just senseless penalties all across the board. You know what I mean? And like,
funny, though, it's gotten so much to the point. It's gotten so bad to where we just laughing this off. Like it's gotten that bad. Like you can't even get like mad no more. Like you just gotta laugh it off and it kind of expect it, because the way we've been playing this year, it's just like, damn, I seen this coming.
But you know what? I can't laugh at it. I'm sorry. I'm very disappointed. I'm very heartbroken. I'm very disappointed. And it makes my stomach turn every Sunday when I sit down to watch Saints game. And y'all know I'm in Atlanta.
You need your cat to comfort you.
So when I go to work and when wherever.
No. It don't matter if you don't win another game. You beat the Falcons.
You beat them Falcons, girl. You go ahead and
don't even go there.
Fans know. You let them know you went in their house.
And the same quarterback that you criticize.
With this 3-7 football team, you came back in their house.
The same quarterback that you criticize beat the Falcons.
Yeah, finally he did his job in the second half of the game.
When he had time, when he changed the offense up.
Yeah, I know. I was at that game. And you know what? It was a terribly played game from the rooter to the tutor. Not just him, but the whole team. Period. All them turnovers and fumbles and whatever else going on.
I should have known preseason was going to be terrible because we didn't play a lot of preseason. We don't. Our players didn't play in preseason together.
I think that's what's hurting the NFL in general.
It's hurting the NFL. All bad football. There's nothing.
Oh man!
Right, so they need to go back to
it. And everybody's been saying that the whole NFL this season, everybody's just been playing bad. Look at the Super Bowl champion Rams. This has just been bad football all around in the NFL.
Bad football.
Yeah, and you look at teams and I hate to say this, but the Eagles about the only thing that's played, I guess, decent football.
What winning team they play?
And that's why I'm about to come up with that point that they haven't played nobody though. It's not like it's not like they lighten up.
That impressed me beating the Houston Texans. I wish we don't get to have schedules like that.
Right.
We sure don't.
I don't remember the Saints. Now we will. Let us keep losing.
Oh, because we're gonna be sad.
Well, that's what it. That's what
happens. That's what happened.
they put you on those little bad schedule, like easy schedules, because your team is bad, and they feel like the rest of the NFL.
That's what was going on with
they
Philadelphia.
feel like NFL fans don't want to watch you play. So
Well, yeah,
why
but this is the thing.
like
I
that.
kind of disagree with that because the NFL has their own method as to how they schedule. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I think it just works out that way, and that's where the chips just happen to fall, so teams get lucky because it's like your whole division has to play another whole division, so it rotates every season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it rotates around every season. So next season we're gonna play a different division in the AFC and then a different division in the NFC. Then we're gonna play somebody who has the same record as us in the NFC and in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? So it's set up like that. It's a rotation. Every year it's a rotation. So I just think it's just luck. If you get an easy schedule, you're just lucky. You know what I mean? That it just happened to be that way. So
yeah.
Watch the Saints. Watch the Saints. Now y'all really gonna bust out laughing. Watch the Saints beat Philadelphia. I'm telling you, that's how we do. We're gonna wind up beating some teams that we ain't supposed to beat, and all of us gonna be looking crazy. Why are you doing like this?
But look, I'm gonna look at it from this standpoint. You know how the Eagles, the Cowgirls, Giants, and Commanders, they were all bad last year.
All bad.
They were.
And you see how the division has
flipped.
You know, I really expect the NFC South to be.
That's
really
what's going to happen to us.
Year.
The Carolina Panthers, the Falcons, everybody, all of us got bad at the same time.
Yeah, I really feel like next year you're going to start to see really good football from everybody.
Once Tom Brady retires, it's going to be really bad.
It's going to be bad for the Buccaneers now. They better find a replacement. They better find a replacement because all I know is
Tampa didn't do like we did. Tampa put all their eggs in one shell.
Yeah, they put everything
in trash. They did draft a quarterback, but trash is trash.
Yeah.
That dude ain't no good quarterback. So I didn't see him in preseason. I see how he played. He is no Tom Brady. So I expect the Buccaneers to be after Tom Brady to go back to being the Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers, yeah.
To go back to being the Yuccaneers again. So, we the Aints right now, and they're gonna be the Yuccaneers, and we all gonna be and the dirty pigeons. All of us gonna be, but we're gonna watch all of us come right back. Watch. Everybody gonna come right back. That's just how it go.
Yeah. A team to watch up on.
We're gonna figure it out.
Everybody gotta watch out come these next seasons is Carolina and Atlanta. Carolina and Atlanta, they low key, they're gonna have good teams. I'm watching like Atlanta with Desmond Ritter.
Carolina still ain't got a quarterback. They're still in the same predicament as us. They don't have a quarterback.
Carolina in the prime position to go ahead.
They cannot solve their quarterback issues like us. And until they do so, they're gonna be as bad as us.
Well, that's why.
Didn't they draft the guy? Matt Carroll.
They did.
They got hurt real bad.
Drafted Matt Carroll, but he got hurt.
Oh.
So that's why
they say he's too undersized to be a quarterback in the NFL.
But they said everybody that's not 6 feet 10.
We're gonna let this live go, and because I gotta take me some more medicine and just I'll moan over this some kind of way, but we're gonna be back next week doing the same thing. Did we real Saints fans?
We're gonna finish out the season. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Like, get familiar with the Pelicans, please. Y'all. This is the time to start being a Pelicans fan right now.
I'm disappointed in them too.
Even though they being a damn right now,
they're not playing well.
They're not playing their best right now.
7-6. We should be 9-1. There's no way to where the Pelicans been playing down to their competition. Yeah, so we're gonna have a lot to talk about that. Willie got to step himself up because Willie, just because you took us into the playoffs, you expected big things here in New Orleans. You expected You know, we're not going to hold you just because of what you did last year. Okay,
Right.
You didn't have a winning season last year. You got to accomplish having a winning season.
Right. And like I said, for these next coming weeks in college football, LSU, it's interesting with them, and they got to win out. And then they got the SEC championship. Hopefully, maybe they may shock some people and beat Georgia, and then they might make the playoff if they beat Georgia. So
that'd be unbelievable.
That'll be unbelievable.
That would be in Georgia. Oh my God.
Yeah, and you going in Atlanta to go ahead and play Georgia in the SEC championship.
They beat them before in Georgia.
So
when they playing,
they got to play
next week.
They playing December 6th.
When they playing?
They're playing December 6th. And for the SEC championship. So
we still got something to be hollering about, even though the black and gold not having having good. And then remember, Tulane's still going.
And then Tulane's still going to have a good bowl game to go to this year.
So they might even go to the Sugar this year if they win us. If they go 11-2, they'll go to the Sugar Bowl. They might play LSU if LSU loses to Georgia. So we gonna celebrate, and we still love our Saints, and we gonna still hope that they win next week. We gonna still be rooting for them, even though we criticize them, even though we hurt. We still gonna be optimistic that they can win. I don't care. I'm a Saints fan. Even though they're losing, I'm gonna always hope that we can win.
And let me say this too: like the season is still not over.
It's not technically over.
Mathematically, we're still not out of it now. We're morally saying that it's over, but mathematically, we technically still not out of it now. Stranger things have happened before. Maybe the
Buccaneers might break a leg.
Yeah, lose or something like that. But expect to see Jameis Winston out there soon. And guys, I mean it. I mean it when I say this. I will be out there with y'all signing the petition to get Mr. Dennis Allen out of here, because to me, I think it's time to move forward, get ready for next season, and get us a new quarterback, man. Get ready to go ahead and get ready for next season, man. So, like I said, I'm still screaming who that. I appreciate y'all for being faithful and tuning in every Sunday and every week and everything. But look, it didn't. The cookie didn't crumble the way we wanted it to.
Paul said Gary need to call a press conference and announce the firing of Dennis Allen and make Rashard the interim head coach. Yeah, I mean, we all want that. We'll see.
We'll see what happens. We'll definitely monitor it all through the week and everything, all through the rest of the season, because, like I said, it's a possibility and everything. So, like I said, man, doggone who that, doggone, we love y'all, doggone, and we'll see y'all next Sunday, and actually Wednesday too.
Wednesday, for those who love basketball, we're going to be
tune in Wednesday for some Pelicans talk.
Pelicans talk basketball. Okay, we out of here, y'all. Who that? 1, 2, 3. Who that?